Good morning. I'm Monisa Cline here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio, and with me this morning, he's back. Daniel Finkel.
I'm back.
He's back. Who's the Chief Travel Officer for TripActions. Daniel, welcome back.
Thank you. It's so good to see you, as always.
And it's good to see you, too.
Thank you.
Late night?
Too late, unfortunately. And so if I am a bumbling idiot up here, I apologize.
You would never do that. You look great, and it's, as always, great to see you and to be with you.
Yeah.
So, TripActions just raised $275 million for an increased valuation of $7.25 billion.
Yes.
After seeing revenue drop to zero. Tell us about that journey.
What a journey it was.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it has been, for all of us, of course, but it has been 18 months for sure. But I think what really got us at TripActions through this it was sort of twofold. One is we've always had this very myopic focus on the traveler, on the end customer. And so we really kept that front and center in our entire journey throughout the pandemic. And I think the other thing was we have this amazing ability within TripActions to adjust, to pivot, to adapt on a dime. And so it's this combination of being able to really adjust all of our resources in real time to meet the needs of our customers that really allowed for sort of explosive growth. And a couple examples are, in the beginning of COVID, I think we were the first to roll out a whole suite of COVID-related products that allowed our customers in real time to get reproduction rates, to understand all of the restrictions, the rules that were changing in real time, and we put that front and center in the app for our customers to see. Another example, we saw in the beginning, obviously, there were so many unused credits out there. Just with our customers alone, there were millions and millions of dollars sitting out there. And so what we really wanted to invest in is the automation and the ability to use those unused credits in real time. And so, again, I think we still may be the only TMC that does this, but our users in the app can see all of their unused credits. They can apply them to future tickets. They can apply partial credits. And again, this is all automated in real time. We also, one of the great things about TripActions is we're a closed ecosystem, right? So we're an OBT, we're a TMC, we are a service agency, and so we've built this, complete end-to-end ecosystem for travel. But our customers were really asking for us to complete the T&E, right? And so we moved really quickly into the expense side and payment side of T&E during COVID. And so we made tremendous investments in our corporate card, in our virtual card, in our payment solutions, in our expense solutions that really help meet the needs of another piece of travel. And then finally, we actually, we saw leisure travel was going to come back faster. And so our customers wanted to use us for their leisure travel bookings as well. And so we invested in what we call Lemonade. When you get lemons, you make lemonade. And we actually now brand our leisure product Lemonade. And it allows our corporate travelers, the travelers that use us, to book all of their leisure travel. And now it allows them to do bleisure in one seamless app. And so all of these investments really helped us grow. And we actually grew nearly 3x from a customer base perspective during COVID. And we're already well above our 2019 booking numbers. And I can't imagine there are many other TMCs out there that can say we are actually above our booking numbers than we were pre-COVID.
That's amazing. And listening to all that you guys have done through this journey and this process, we touched on this yesterday. I think clearly there's some advantages and benefits being a startup, right? You don't have any of the legacy issues that a lot of companies have to deal with. And so that you can move so quickly and develop these products on a real-time basis. Congratulations.
Absolutely, thank you. And it really is this ability, because we own the end-to-end product, right? We own the TMC, we own the OBT, we own all the data infrastructure. It allows us to adjust and move the entire platform in a really quick way, which is pretty good.
So throw in an acquisition in the mix.
Why not?
That is like wow. So you guys recently acquired a travel agency, Reed Mackay, which seemed like a little bit odd, right? Given kind of the path that you guys have taken. Why was this attractive, and how has that partnership been?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think a lot of people were really surprised with that acquisition, but for us, it actually made perfect sense. And despite what some people think about TripActions, we are very self-aware, and one of the things that we knew is that we had a fantastic product for the majority of the travelers within a corporation. So 98% of travelers within a company that used us loved us. They loved the online focus, they loved the self-service ability. But there was this 2%, the C-suites, the VIPs, the board members, the EAs that really wanted high-touch, bespoke service. And so what we did is we knew that wasn't core to who we were, and so we wanted to actually find a partner, find an agency that was their specialty, that was the ability, that they had the ability to provide that really high-touch, bespoke service. And so there was really no better agency out there than Reed Mackay. They are the best VIP agency. They specialize in law firms and banks and really the high-touch customers. And so we've now, only 6-7 months later, have built an integrated solution so that our VIP users within TripActions can still use the TripActions technology, they can still use the TripActions OBT, but they're actually serviced by Reed Mackay agents, and they get that really, high-touch, handheld experience that these C-suites are looking for. And so this allows us to, actually meet the needs of any customer in any segment, any user within an organization in a pretty seamless manner, which is really exciting. And we've actually recently transitioned all of the TripActions meetings and events service over to Reed Mackay as well, because again, that's what they do. Their specialty is that high-touch service, and so we want to make sure that we actually allocate the services and products across the organizations where it makes sense. So it's been really exciting. It's been a great story, and despite what people think, our cultures are actually very similar. They're very tech-forward. They have built amazing technology themselves, and so it's been a really, really amazing and seamless integration of teams, cultures, companies, et cetera.
That's great.
Yeah.
What about global? What about international? How's the global marketplace, and how does TripActions fit into that space?
It's a great question. We spend a lot of time thinking about global, and we support large multinational corporations who have employees based all over the world. So global is a huge focus for us. Actually, a large part of my team focuses on building the global infrastructure to support those multinational corporations. So we sort of started with the infrastructure to be able to support our global multinational corporations based in the US, but have since expanded our go-to-market focus outside of North America. And so we are growing our European base substantially. Organic TripActions, but Reed Mackay is a UK-based agency with a huge presence in Europe, and so growing that. But we are continuing to expand our focus on Europe. We're adding a tremendous amount of resource, time, people in the region to actually continue to grow, and it's been a really fun journey.
Wow. I mean, you guys have got a lot going on. Yes. It sounds very exciting, maybe exhausting.
It is.
But exhilarating,
It
right?
is. Yet somehow I still find the 2 a.m. Party nights.
So given all that, what is next for TripActions, and what do you see for 2022?
It's a great question. We touched on global, and I think global growth is definitely something that we're going to continue to do organically, inorganically. We're going to find those opportunities that make sense for us, absolutely. One thing that I think is really interesting, and this touches on what we've built and sort of where I think the industry's headed, I think there's a new category of travel that's emerging within business travel, and we call it group travel. But it is, offices are so much more distributed now. People are so much more distributed. You have finance teams that maybe all used to work in one location that are now spread across the country or spread across different regions, and they never traveled. You have engineers at tech companies that never used to travel. And so there's all these new use cases for travel that are emerging, and we've built a whole suite of self-service technology that allows those travelers to come together seamlessly, through a booking tool in the app. And we think that we're very bullish on that, and I think there's a lot of hypotheses about what's going to happen to business travel next year. When is it going to return? Yeah. I think there's an actual potential that this new category of travel is going to offset any loss in sort of the traditional transient travel. Yeah. So we're really, really we're bullish on that. And I know you've been talking about it all morning. I heard in the last couple sessions, sustainability is obviously a big thing that is very important in the industry. It's very important for our customers, especially as we go into Europe. They were sort of the forefront in sustainability. So it's
in
a
their
big
DNA.
It's in their DNA. Yeah. So we've been focusing a lot on that. We recently announced an amazing partnership with Neste, with sustainable aviation fuel. It's going to continue to be a really big focus for us. But for us, it's about the traveler. It's about the consumer. And so we will always continue to put them front and center, and we will be able to adjust to whatever their needs may come in the coming years. And we're excited for that journey.
Well, Daniel, that is all exciting news, and hopefully we'll have some pleasant surprises, like you said, right? Some new buckets of travel, right?
I think so.
That will come to be, and So exciting. I'm
It
so
is.
happy for you guys.
Thank you so much. And it is
Yes.
so good to see you
It's
in
great to
person,
see
in the
you.
flesh, in
Yes.
3D, not behind a
Yes.
screen. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
We're here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio, and stay tuned for more. More to come.